Hello and welcome to another Demis Hellen tutorial. So this video we're going to look at taking these three chords here and then developing a melody and just making them a little bit more interesting. So very similar to the previous video that I've done where I've turned a boring melody into an amazing melody, and we're going to do the same thing here. So this is what we've got so far. I'm just going to change the preset here. In fact, we're going to use a pluck for this one, and the sound is part of the whole thing, giving it some life. Let's just try this one. Okay, so that's what I've just recorded now, just before the start of this video. And how can I make these more exciting? So, first things first, I'm just going to split those chords up. And they're now going to, instead of hitting all together, just going... See how it changes? Okay, so I've already found the sound that I'm going to do there, so let's just record this. Hit a bum note there, but that will do. I can correct the bum note. Okay, so that should be there. And we're just going to quantize those to make sure they're all on there. So, this is what we started with. Very nice. And then we've developed this. Okay, so let's just address some of these issues. Okay, so if we take a look at these first chords, this is the chord sequence we have. It's an open chord structure. If I just put them back down, they're the chords that I am using. They don't sound as good, so I've just inverted them, so it gives you this nice open plan. And what that's doing is enabling these top notes to fall, and that's giving you the idea for a melody straight away, because they're falling just nicely in sequence. And all I've done with the second part is the same chords, but they are broken. So it's the same chord. So the bass notes played the same, but the top two notes of the chord are played in a pattern. So that's just a very simple pattern there, and you get this. And then I've just improvised here. So straight away, it's got more character, and this is what we're looking for. It's all down to the harmonies and the sounds that you use. Obviously, I'm using a preset here, which is, by the way, going to be available for download. This preset pack is going to be for sale, and there's going to be a couple of free ones, and then all the rest are for sale because Spire is just so epic. I cannot not do one. So we're using pluck box there for that one. Let's pick another one for the second counter melody, which we're going to build. And in fact, I'm just going to select my DH Music bank, which is not picking up. 2 seconds. I'm just going to reload Spire here. Menu, bank, DM, music. Interesting. I'm just going to load the bank from file then. There we are. So, out of my head. That could be an interesting one. It's a bit too clangy for me, so we'll use this one and then we'll show how it can become more epic. So we have those two synths there, two ideas. So let's just repeat this section and remember the 3 falling notes. Those 3 notes. So if we go back here, we have B flat, A, and G. So if I play those 3 notes in quick succession over the top, we'll just turn it up a bit here. So we have an arpeggio straight away. And that's just playing those 3 notes that are falling but in quick succession. So let's just record this. So I'm just going to record the basic pattern there, and then we can elaborate on it later. Probably not in this tutorial, but just to give you the idea. So let's just quantize all them, and I'm just going to drop it down 1 octave. So I'm going to put these on the beats, actually. Sounds much better. Just copy those 2 over there. Messing around with plug box there for some reason. Let's just go back to this one. So straight away you've created some atmosphere. It's all down to the sound. So you can see how we're starting to generate some atmosphere by messing around with the harmonies. We've just got those 3 falling notes, but then quick succession, just going back and forth. And we can play the bass into there. It gives you a nice sound. So very, very simple. And let's just look at building some pads alongside that just to increase the epicness. We're just going to load Spire in again and load my bank in, and it's missing those again, so we're just going to load. We don't want to load presets, we want to load a bank. Come on. I've got to get my head screwed on for this tutorial. So let's have a look at the too many saws. That's a pluck. We need a pad. Morning Rise. Could be a little bit too intense, this one, I'm just sensing. that one will do the trick. So all we're going to do is we've copied up the notes. They're not too high. So I'm just going to control one copy and put them up one octave lower. Let's give it some real bass. And not too much LFO here. And straight away we've got a track built. We can start messing around with bass lines. So it's all about the sound, and one of the big things is if I go into each one of these, maybe not, and we just mute reverb on each one. Now, I'm not saying that to use the internal effects on all synths. I'm not saying to use the internal effects on this synth, but just wash it with reverb. And I've done a few tutorials where you can sidechain the reverb out using a third-party reverb, so you get the full power of the saw or whatever it might be, but then it reverbs out after. So this is what it would sound like without reverb. So you can see it's key to having that sound. As soon as we've got and what you're doing there as well is you're adding so much more harmonic content just by having the reverb. If you think all the notes that you're using are starting to just combine into one like flowing pad sound in the background, even with this sound here. You've got overlapping harmonics, which that's what gives your track character. You can't just have it nice and flat. Not with trance anyway. You've got to have it epic. You've got to have it epic. So yeah, that is turning just simple, if you want to call them chords, to having this. Let's just change this chord sequence here. Goes up to A. So we want an F and a C. So A in the bass. And a C. So now we have. So there you have it. That is turning just a simple idea and just showing you a little like brief, giving you just a brief intro into like why reverb is so heavy on trance, and understanding its properties is probably something that I need to cover in some more depth, because this has so much more power than people realise. It's not just about creating a nice long tailing effect, it's about how the harmonics are affecting it, and that's why some reverbs you get EQs on them, and some of them you get distortion on them. It's all about creating those harmonics in the background, and trance utilises reverb the best, I think, in the electronic music industry. Trance has got to be the one that utilises that and delay. I don't know anything else that uses it so intensely constantly across many subgenres of trance as well. So, thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you like the melody? Should this carry on and become one of my tracks on the EP? Let me know. And finally, subscribe if you haven't already. 2 videos per week, and if you're into trance, it's all about trance, but it does apply to all electronic genres as a simple rule of thumb. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.